This is Dr. Lou Cella, Doctor of Sport and Performance Psychology. I'm actually driving through South Bend, Indiana right now. And no, I'm not going to see Notre Dame. I'm actually headed to Lake Michigan to go jump in Lake Michigan right now. I'm actually driving right past the Notre Dame exit on the Indiana Turnpike. But what I want to talk to you about today is visualization. A lot of sports psychologists, including myself, teach visualization to athletes. And there's a lot of talk about the positive effects of visualization on athletic performance. But let me tell you the difference between forced and unforced visualization. Okay, a lot of sports psychologists force visualization. They make the athlete go and lie in bed and close his or her eyes and visualize that athlete doing successful things. So the athlete has to sit down, they have to be conscious, and they have to just visualize. And that's effective. But if you want to take visualization to another level, you do subconscious to unconscious visualization. Now let me tell you what that is. That's when you run so many plays over and over and over until your players think with their feet, they can't get it wrong, and it becomes part of their identity as a football player, so that when they lie down, their subconscious or unconscious takes over and does the visualizing for them. That is powerful stuff. Another example of this, and I learned this during my first ever coaching job back in the mid-90s. And obviously, I've learned exceedingly more since that moment. But I had one of my mentors, named Joe Montagna. He said, we want to run so much trap in practice that when our players go to get a drink out of the refrigerator, they open up, swing their arm, and they trap the refrigerator. That movement is so ingrained in them that literally when they go to the refrigerator, they open flat, swing their arm, and they work to get the helmet up the field and open the refrigerator. And maybe even strike the refrigerator with the forearm, then open the refrigerator. That is an act of visualization that is somewhat subconscious. But that's the kind of visualization you want, coaches. You want your athlete to have subconscious to unconscious visualization, where they start imagining doing their job the right way, because they've done it the right way so many times that when they lie down in bed, those visual pictures come up in their head. Now you're saying, wow, that's pretty deep stuff, Dr. Cella. Yes, it is pretty deep stuff. But this is why I push speed and quantity in terms of reps. This is why I make a big deal about if you run offense for 30 minutes with two offenses, you want 120 reps. You want 150 reps. That's what you want. Because the more they do, the more they're going to be accurate, the more physical ability comes out of them, and then the more they go home and visualize successfully tasking their assignment. So, visualization. How do you make it work? You let it go into their subconscious by doing the same thing over and over and over against multiple situations until athletes think with their feet, they can't get it wrong, and that they go home and when they close their eyes, they successfully visualize their task. What they're doing on zone dive, what they're doing on mid-triple, on trap, on toss, in the passing game. That's how you take your program to a totally different level. I work with athletes in other sports as well, not just football. We talk about this as well. Instead of having them force it, where they're conscious and they sit down and they picture themselves triple teaming on zone dive and driving the defender backwards. You want to run so much zone dive that they don't have to consciously do that. They just lie in bed and it just happens. That's when you know you're going to be at a different level. Visualization, subconscious to unconscious visualization, is going to get your players to another level of performance. Coaches, you want to win big in 2024? Triple Option Football Academy is going to show you how. For $9.97, you're going to learn the process within the process within the process. Go to tripleoptionfootball.com to learn more, and go to tripleoptionfootball.com/testimonials, where you can see all the success stories that have come out of my camps and my academy. I help people win 3, 4, 5 plus more games than they did the previous year. All the time for the last 15 years. I'm going to help you. But you got to call me. We'll talk soon.